Are you rethinking your purpose in life? Being centered in a strong spiritual connection is more important now than ever. Hi, I'm Bryn Blankinship, hypnotherapist, international instructor, and author. Each episode, I'll share my experiences with guiding spiritual regression clients into the afterlife and the soul lessons gained, prompting you to explore your own soul's journey and empowering you by shifting your perception of yourself and your place in this world. I want you to know that you're here by design, not by accident. You are not alone. You are loved. You are here on purpose, for a purpose. When you stand in your truth and fulfill your purpose, you support others in fulfilling theirs. If this intrigues you, stay tuned in as we explore.
Hey everybody. So happy fire horse energy. We are talking about new beginnings, sacred intentions. This is part 2 of our New Year's resolution affirmation segment. But for many of you, as well as me, every day is a day to start your new intention, your sacred intention that's in alignment with your soul. But you do feel an energy, like a group collective energy that happens when these milestones roll around each year. And, we can use that momentum to support our goals as well. And as always, we're talking about co-creating with soul and embodying more of your soul in your body, consciously aware to make changes that support your goals, that are in alignment with your soul's purpose. And it's like amplifying your energy to be in alignment, because you're not resisting. You're not creating things that you resist. You're creating more things that are in alignment that you just move smoothly through. So we've already talked about shedding limiting patterns and developing new ones, right? And creating that stronger partnership with soul. If you've read my book, with each chapter, I give you client case studies from actual sessions. It's the transcript of the session shrunk down into paragraph form. And then I give you some exercises that you can do at the end of each chapter. And if you're on my newsletter, I try to give you, not only do we talk about something in the newsletter, but I try to give you an exercise or something that you can do in your own life. And these are things you may already know to do. Maybe you've already read them before in my book, but it's a reminder that you can do it again, right? You don't have to do it just once and stop, but you can get in the practice, and then it gets you in a certain flow. And then you have more positive things happening because you have more control of your energy, and you're in alignment and attunement with what's coming through. So you have clearer discernment and clearer trust. So today we're going to talk about embodying your soul more fully and trusting the timing, divine orchestration, and your guides, right? Because we ask for things, and then if it doesn't happen right away, we're like, does that mean it's not going to happen? So first of all, let's check in. How's everybody doing with clearing the chatter, finding those quiet moments to turn inward? And are you beginning to recognize the difference between mind chatter and soul guidance? Clearing out the mind and letting the guidance come through. And the guidance comes through the body. The body is a receptor, and this takes practice. So, it's there. It's always there underlying everything. But when we can practice and tune in better, then it amplifies those energies. It amplifies and becomes clearer, and it becomes more natural. So let's talk about refocusing what ifs. What ifs are those little scenarios that you play over and over in your mind. What if I do this? What if I do that? And then imagining a bad outcome. When, imagining things won't go as planned. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if your what ifs could be positive ones? What if your outcomes could be positive ones? imagining more positive outcomes that are in alignment with your soul's guidance. That's what we're going for. And what if they could be good? What if we could cut the negative loop right now and just retrain your mind away from negative thoughts, expecting everything to turn out badly, and getting in the habit of seeing everything coming through positively, right? Why do something if you expect to fail? Do it expecting it to succeed. It may not be the end of the journey. It may be something that you just need to go through and do. So there's a lesson in that, because the experience of living your life is what's important. Not just trying to get to a goal and then stopping. Life is living. It's breathing that energy in. And I want to help support you having a better life, improving your life by improving your emotions, by having a deeper awareness and understanding of yourself. What if you could be happy? What if you could have what you want? What you want is within you. Each of us has our unique path within us. And so what's inside is there, coming to the surface, wanting to get out. So let it out in a positive way. Utilize your gifts and talents in a positive way. We are moving into new energetic times, and it's about energy. It's really about energy, holding your energy, not holding other people's energy, being supportive, but not taking on their energy. So what if you could be in touch with your own inner resources more fully, and then embody that in your body? Embody that into your body. All right. So then retraining your mind, stopping, regrouping. That's what we're talking about here. And, people want to know, how does my soul connect to me? Well, the soul is coming through, and your guides want you to know, first of all, that you're born with everything that you need inside you. It's there. It's in your birthday suit. You brought it in to access it when it's necessary to access that part. And you will have what you need, and the people will show up at those times that they're supposed to. So you're not going to miss what is truly yours. But you do have to take action. You have to move forward and be alive. You can't just hold on to energy fearful of making a mistake, because that will cause you to stumble. It will cause detours getting you to where you're supposed to be. You can learn your lessons and live through these experiences in various ways, but wouldn't it be better? What if we could live and learn through our experiences, through positive experiences instead of negative ones? Both will teach you. Both will give you lessons that are related to what you incarnated to learn, but wouldn't it be a little smoother and a little better if we could be happier along the way? So your guides are always here. They're here waiting to help you. They don't interfere. They let you move along, but they do nudge you a little bit. They do help you stay on your path. They are here, but you have an entire spiritual team that's been assigned to you. That's how important you are. And this is not coming from ego. This is coming from your essence. This is coming from the spiritual dynamic in the spirit realm. Your guides, your soul advisory council, the higher councils that support us with the bigger picture, and then the guides that help with the details, that keep us on track. We have new guides that come in as we move through the various stages of our life and our development. And we come here, it's a privilege to come to Earth. We come here to experience. Our soul gets to experience things here that you can't experience any other place. And we came to be part of this shift on the planet at this time in history. Huge, huge global shift taking place. And we are part of that just by being here. And our team is supporting us in our role for being here and what we're supposed to be doing at this time in history. So just think about that. That alone is really monumental. All right. So, how do the guides communicate? Well, they want you to stay open so that you can notice. So my clients' guides have shared with the clients how they communicate through intuition, telepathy, through messages, insights, or images that come through. Sometimes you get images in your mind. You may connect with them through meditation, in your dreams. There's a sense of knowing, like a feeling that comes over you, or a sense of knowing. There are signs like angel numbers letting you know or reminding you that they're here. Those moments of connection. Songs on the radio that evoke emotion. There's so many ways that your guides communicate with you. And another question people have asked is, well, how long does it take? And the answer is, it takes the time it takes. That is a message of divine guidance from one of my clients' guides. The guide said, it takes the time it takes. All right. And so what that means is some things take longer than others. You put the request out there, you ask for support. Some things are instantaneous. Others take times to line up for the guides who are working behind the scenes to bring everything together. And we have to have patience. So we give things a chance to line up. And just think of it as your guides moving pieces to get around behind the scenes to put everything in place so that you can just walk through more smoothly with confidence as those new doors are opening. And it's teamwork. They're working with you. They're working for you. Guides are never negative. They're not negative. If you're hearing a negative voice, it's most likely ego and that critical voice that someone said something negative to you along the way and you picked it up and started to believe it. So retrain that, release that, repattern that. But guides are supportive, but they're going to tell you like it is. They're not going to sugarcoat it. They're going to tell you what you need to hear that's going to help you get to that goal. So don't put pressure on yourself to make things happen. Allow, give space, notice along the way. And just like the law of attraction, we talk about the universal laws in my hypnosis training. What you focus on grows. So focusing on the positive is going to help you. Focusing on what you want is going to help you get more of it. Focusing on what you're not getting is blocking. It is taking you out of alignment. And fear, worry, shame, anger, guilt, all those negative emotions block you from hearing clearly. All right. So focusing on what you want keeps you in alignment and creates a flow. Focusing on what you don't want is it's blocking. It's taking you out of alignment. So if you catch yourself doing that, retrain, just regroup. Like that's out of alignment, bring yourself into alignment. You hear yourself saying these negative things, deep breath, exhale, release, realign. And before you know it, you won't be saying the negatives. You'll be filling yourself up with more clarity. And it's not about filling your vessel. It's about being clear, a clear vessel, so that when the information comes through, it is clearer. And your body is the receiver. And everyone, like I just said, everyone is on their own path. They're working at their own pace. Everyone is unique. So don't compare yourself to others. That is not helping you. And it's, again, these are things that take you out of alignment, comparing yourself to others, but trusting in your own progress, noticing along the way, and trust that what is meant for you will find you. That's going to help you. And the timing, it may not happen as you think it should, but when you look back, you'll find the gift in what you perceived was the delay or it not happening the way you thought. But you needed to believe what you believed in that moment to get you where you were going. And then sometimes it takes a shift, takes a turn, and then you notice in hindsight, in the rear view, how it was actually better that you didn't get the thing that you thought you were going to get or the thing you wanted. But it was something that you needed to strive for to get you to this part of the path, this part of the journey. All right. So how to embody your soul more fully? First of all, embrace who you are. There's only one you. So your body, your personality, quirks and all, embrace that. What you think is wrong with you is actually what's right with you. Everyone is unique. And then smile and lighten up. Smile that lifts your energy field, lightening up, play, do something fun. All of this opens your energy receptors, so it opens you up to receive. And it's like recharging your body as well. So think of this like a game of discovery. To notice the positive changes and the things that motivate you to continue moving in the direction of your dreams, and then notice as things start to come together. And then get into your body and don't just live in your head. That's a big one. Because, we need to get out, we need to interact. We can dream it up, but we have to get out and interact in our world. So, what do you do for fun? What do you do that's creative? Do you like to draw, paint, dance? Do you like to build things? That takes you out of your head. So ask for what you want and then go have some fun while your guides are out there lining everything up, right? You can't micromanage it. You can't ask for it and then clamp down all the energy. You ask for it. You go do something else that you need to get done, you want to get done, go have some fun, go play ball with the dog, do something with the kids, right? Go for a walk, get out in the sunshine. I bought a telescope. I need someone to help me line this thing up, to calibrate it so I can see better. But I want to take better pictures for my social media. So I bought a telescope, because I think that would be fun to stare deeper into the deep sky and look at the galaxy and the Pleiades and all the planets. This is something new for me to have a telescope. So that's something I'm doing for fun. And it also reminds me of my home planet. It reminds me of how big the world is that we live in and how we're all connected, all of us on Earth, as well as all of us there. And it gets me out of my head and doing something fun outside in the fresh air, connecting to nature, right? So find your thing. And yes, it is like 30 degrees outside. We're having some cold weather here, and I don't really love cold weather, but you know what? I'm finding ways to enjoy it because I can go out and look at the night sky, right? I prefer the warmer weather, but I can appreciate the colder weather because it makes me really appreciate the warmer weather, right? So it's about perspective. And so these things that I'm talking about are going to help calm your nervous system. They're going to calm the nervous system. And when your nerves and your system is reset, you're more open to receive. You're more open to recognize energy and recognize receiving, and then you will hear the messages and will be more embodied. When we're not so much in our body, it's like our soul kind of shrinks inside of us. And so we get into our heads and we get into fear and worry. That shrinks the soul. And so it expands as we're opening up, as we're relaxing. And when we're expanded, we're open to energy. We're opening to those intuitive messages from our guides. And then we're learning discernment. We're learning discernment. Is this my soul speaking to me? Is this my guide speaking to me? Who is talking right now? And it may not be words, but they are communicating. And, guides talk about goals and how we make these big, lofty goals. So I'm going to give you a little exercise here. If you're driving or doing some kind of activity, please don't do that right now. Come back and listen to the recording afterwards. But something that you can do to not set big lofty goals. Instead, sit quietly, take a deep breath, and exhale, like a reset breath. And then another deep breath in, up to the heart. Again, up to the head, to the crown. Exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you. And then bring all of your energy back to you. So you're inhaling, exhaling, releasing. You're bringing all of your energy back to you. Another deep breath, exhale. And imagine bringing your life, your mind, your body fully into alignment with your soul's purpose. Imagine bringing your life, your mind, and body fully into alignment with your soul's purpose. Just do that for a moment. And then ask your guides for the next steps. Ask your guides for the next steps to align you fully with your soul's purpose. And notice what happens. Is it synchronicity? Is your mood lighter? Do you have more positive thoughts? What are you feeling? Are you not worrying about things as much? Are there tears of release? All right. There's an energy transfer that happens to strengthen this connection for direct communication with your guides, your soul, your spiritual team. And the soul is speaking through the body, which is the receiver. So the more you do this, it becomes natural. And it's simple. It's not a big complicated thing. We overcomplicate. Sometimes the next steps are to come in for a session. Sometimes, because when clients come in and have the session, their guides will say, we line this up for you. Sometimes the next steps are to go take a course, to do something to advance your career, to take some things off of your plate. For one client that's standing out for me right now, she was told she was a teacher at school. She said, there's no time for you to move forward with your dream. So we want you to take some things off your plate. Stop volunteering for all these committees. If you don't do it, someone else will. You've done more than your share, so you can let go and let others step up now. Right? That was her guidance. And then she got in touch with me not too long after that and had moved into her career, keeping her day job, but getting started now with her bigger goal and bringing her art as an art teacher out to after school activities. So she had her own after school activities for all kids instead of just the kids in the classes that she was teaching at school. So it became more of a community thing, right? Because she made room and she made space for what was really coming to the surface for her to do. And she fully embodied it and she's living it. And it's beautiful when I hear those stories. So I'm going to leave you with these questions. Ask yourself, as you're exploring this and trying to get clear, ask yourself, does engaging in this activity honor my present self? Or is it reanimating a past version of myself? And that clarity is going to arrive when your nervous system is safe enough to receive it, when your nervous system has calmed down so that you can feel it, know it, and you won't be trying to figure it out. You won't be doing these dress rehearsals in your mind. If I take this, if I do that, and you're playing it out in your head, you won't be doing that. You will just notice that you're naturally aligning with it. You'll just know. In those times where you just know, you know. You're not overthinking it. You're not asking it. You know, because your body is like telling you. It's like, yes, the yeses are like, they're coming through you when you think about doing that thing, engaging in that activity, taking that job, moving forward with that partnership, right? When it's not a good move, your body tells you, whoa, hang on, and all these questions. And then sometimes it's just a matter of, it's something that would be good for you to do, but something needs to change in the agreement to make it be agreeable to both parties. Like if it's a job offer, it's a good job for you. It's just that something needs to be worked out or clarified between you so that it's a win-win for both, right? So you can even create this short affirmation for yourself. As I fully align with my soul's purpose, my life comes into balance, and then see it, feel it, align with it. Like bring it alive with your emotions, all right? And then celebrate your milestones. Celebrate your milestones. Notice the shifts that are building. And notice as everything gets better, you're having those breakthroughs. And know that guidance comes through in unexpected ways, through conversations, new opportunities, even challenges that promote growth. And notice the small steps as you're moving towards your bigger goal. All right. Thank you so much. You are listening to the Afterlife Teacher with Bryn Blankinship. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And you can also check out my book, The Limitless Soul. And until next time, see you later.
You've been listening to Afterlife Teacher, Soul Lessons bringing you full circle with Bryn Blankinship. Tune into Transformation Talk Radio for more discussions of the soul's journey across different lifetimes and soul lessons gained, helping you to consider the deeper reason you are here. Bryn shares her wisdom spanning 20 years of guiding spiritual regression clients into the afterlife and connecting them with their spiritual team and soul's purpose to bring them full circle, helping you gain insight into your own soul's purpose while supporting others in fulfilling theirs. Living in partnership with your soul, with less worry and greater trust, you can be in divine flow and thrive. For more information on becoming a certified hypnotherapist and regressionist and assisting with the global transformation taking place, visit brynblankinship.com.